tracks. It's me, Maja Shift Track. And welcome to a new series. It's called Lalaloopsy Repaints, because from time to time I order some Lalaloopsy mini sets for my dolls because I like these accessories. That's Amy Mellow. I'm hoping to use the tent after the makeover with Amy Mellow and her little brother someday. So we'll be giving the tent a makeover because I want to give it a makeover. Here it's got a pet entrance. But the pet entrance, the tent is quite small for my dolls, like 1 person or 2 person tent, but it's mostly intended for Lalaloopsy Minis dolls. But mine are different, although my eBay set did come with a doll. Just showing you, I will not be using it in this episode. I'm going to think about when I use it when I have time. So the pet entrance for Amy Mellow Sakura the cat, it works. She's a perfect size, although she's made out of beads. So I'll be doing a cherry balloon bird theme for this little tent. And I think I would paint some patches and the molding inside it. If my camera can focus, there's a map. Can you see it? I can in person, but my camera doesn't pick it up as the eye see it. There's some detailing, and there's some windows that cannot close, but they've got the molding of that thing you use to close the tent windows. This one's painted orange, while these aren't painted at all. And I want them to be able to close and open, so that's what we're going to work with. But first, let's just get rid of these. I'm just going to... I can't get rid of these, but I can just add pieces of fabric to fix that. So let's get some pink velvet fabric. The pink velvet fabric is pastel compared to the bright neon pink of this tent. So I'm just adjusting the size of the window blinds, so that's what I'm doing. However, I will have to paint the tent not looking at it because the blinds, I think, are very pastel compared to the neon pink of the tent. So let's get more of that. And that's what I've got. There. So I'm just thinking about how I'm going to give this tent a makeover. Okay, so let's put it on the piece of cardboard and I would paint it pastel pink just to start it off, just to start things off, because I do like neon pink, but I want something different for this tent, so it will be replaced with something else. So I'm going to mix it up with glue, this pale purple paint and this pink paint. That's what we'll be working with today. But the purple is like white purple, so it should work to lighten up the pink color that I'm about to mix. So let's get the purple out first and then the pink. I may add glow in the dark details later, but let's mix the normal pink first. So that's going to be a really dramatic change. Just color matching to the velvet. So we're going to need more pink paint for it. And is that... There, I'm just color matching. My camera thinks it's a better color match, but I think I'll add even more pink to the mix. More of the pink paint. So I'm just mixing the paint, just to drop more purple like this, and mixing. Yes, that's better. Time to paint the tent in this pink. This will be just painted all over as a base coat of the pink tent. Neon pink tint gets pastel. It's more of a muted color. Nice. Because that pink was really neon. And now it's getting pastel. And here I'll paint just all over the outside of the tent. With those acrylic paints. And I've been for this series looking up like 5 to 10 points or 15 points Lalaloopsy used sets and buying them for this series, so that's what I've been doing. So that's what I will do on this channel, because Lalaloopsy has fun accessories, but I think the colors are just really bright. Although I do like bright colors, but it's also fun to give them a little bit of my own personal touch to them. In like the makeovers. So I'm just evening the base coat of this. Pastel pink paint job that I did. I will do the details later, but for now I'm just painting the base pastel pink over the neon pink. What a drastic change! And let's also do the inside of the tent. Let's do the inside of the tent as well. Just painting it all over everywhere. Paint, paint, paint. Paint, paint, paint. So, I do like painting things sometimes. So that's what I'm doing. And since it's completely painted in pastel pink, let it dry. I did paint multiple layers of the pastel pink, and I painted some beads with white glow-in-the-dark paint. Now, I'm going to mark some glow-in-the-dark areas with white acrylic paint. So I'm just getting out the white acrylic paint to mark areas where it's going to glow in the dark. This is just a base, the normal white acrylic paint. So this will help me have an idea where I'm going to paint it with the glow-in-the-dark paints later. So here's the little heart detail that I will paint later. So just painting it on. There's a lot of dots going on in here, but I'll just paint this lace detail. I will paint it glow in the dark later, but for now we're just using the white acrylic paint on the lace detail. I will use pink, purple, and white glow in the dark, so that's what the glow in the dark I will use in it. But before I can, I'm just going to paint areas white for best results. I'm also going to retouch the pink later, where I do not want it to glow in the dark. So there's some lace around here, so I'm going to paint that on it. Do not want pink in certain areas, so where I do not want the pink to come through, I'm just going to dry brush it. And I'm going to water it down so it kind of blends into the pastel pink. So now I have to paint it carefully because I do not like to mask things because it just generates too much waste, which I do not want. To generate waste. Okay, so we're going to paint the lace here. Because I do want to give in here some glow in the dark lace, but later. Painted all the laces and the details wherever I want it to glow in the dark. Now it has to dry because the white bits will be painted white glow in the dark. The white paint has dried. Now I'm going to paint on the white glow in the dark paint all over the white base areas. I've made it also very glittery, so I'm going to just add some of this glitter to it later. This iridescent salt glitter, it's not actual salt, but it looks very much like salt, so I'm going to, after painting it, sprinkle it all over, and it did not affect the glow in the dark effect from what I could tell. It's very rainy here in Northern Ireland today, so the glow in the dark could show up better because of how rainy it is, and I hope you cannot hear it because it can be a bit loud in here with the rain. So I'm just painting the lace with the glow in the dark. Let's see if it glows in the dark. It does, even in the slight shadow, and it's mint green. I finished the white glow in the dark paint, but it's fine because I'm going to use it for a video in Polish on my other channel. But nice, since all the white areas are painted with the glow in the dark paint, I'm going to use this iridescent glitter, and it still does glow in the dark, so let's just add as much of this glitter as possible on the white areas where I've freshly painted it. And I'm just recycling packages, so that's why there's like other containers with paint in it. So now that's glittered up. Then I will put it back in its packaging, the salt glitter. I like calling it that because it looks like salt, that glitter. Even my mom thought it's salt, but it's actually glitter. So that's it all glittered up. Just going to glitter up the edges as much as possible. Okay, let's put away this. Wow, so pretty already. Let's see the other sides. Wow. And it glows in the dark. With normal lilac acrylic paint, I've painted the dots all over the inside. Maybe not all over, but inside. The walls you cannot see from the outside. Those inside walls, I've painted all of the lilac acrylic paint. Now that has to dry. And now I'm going to use some pink glow-in-the-dark paint for the dots on the outside. I started with the curtains completely colored in pink glow-in-the-dark paint. Now we're going to glue on this lilac feather here to add a feather effect to the top of it. So the feathers that I got in Poland, I still have some of these. I'm just going to add it for the cherry balloon bird aspect of the tent. So that's how it looks like with that feather. Looks even more pastel than what's in person because it is warm lilac in person, but my camera keeps picking it up like lilac-y white, but it's not. So don't let my camera fool you into thinking that it's white lilac when it's not. So since that is glued on, we're going now in with some gemstones. I'll be using some of these. Okay, now I'm going to do a dotted pattern with these. Now I'm getting the pointy tool and the dot of glue on it, and now glue them on like this. Some dots will be visible, so that's Amy Mellow making sure I make it look pretty back in the background of this video. So dot, dot, dot. I'm only going to do it partially in those gemstones. These ones are just there for decoration. So just adding them on. Looks like this. Time to let it dry. Meanwhile, I've painted on purple glow-in-the-dark dots. Now I turn off the light and let's go under the table where it's darker to see the glow. So that's the glow in the dark. Let's let it dry. For the frames on the inside, I've made some drawings that I will frame into them with glue. I'm just going to glue them on in respective areas. So I'm just dabbing the glue onto these areas. And now it's time to glue that on here to frame the pictures inside the tent. And the bird will get framed. That's Dottie. This one has Goldie, but it's not as visible. And there's Dottie in here. Okay, so this will have to dry. And now let's twist this around for the windows. Well, we've had these details. However, how will I make them shaped like those windows that the tent already has? Just have to snip and snip the fabric out of it. Okay, that's good enough. Now I'm going to glue it on here. Just glue that on. And I'm going to figure out something for the circle window. Just going to snip it and glue it on here. Just like that. And let's twist that around and let's figure out with that other window, not video. It's rainy and I sometimes feel a bit tired in the rain. I hope that the microphone on my phone is not picking up that rain. But the music editing can sometimes just remove it. Remove the rain signs on their own. So that's how it looks on the inside of the tent. Looks good already. But these details, I just want to glue beads over them. So I'll get a pink and a purple beads to be glued over those button details. Just think I could have something else in here that looks more of like what I could put in here. So pink and purple, like this. And let's let the tent dry. I just glued beads on certain details, like flowers and bows, to decorate it. Now I'm going to work on the pet entrance for Sakura. So let's get Sakura the pink cherry blossom cat a custom entrance. So I have these beads that I'm going to decorate around this area. So I'm just going to glue them on around it. So I have some hearts and stars, so I think I'll do some stars around it. Let's get the pointy tool to glue those things on. So now let's glue those white stars to it. For some details, looks like 3-star hotel, but I can just turn these into some flowers with a purple dot of glow in the dark paint. So I'll apply it. Now they look like flowers. Let's now let it dry, because I'm now going to glue on some leaves. I'm just cutting the ribbon that has leaves on it for gluing them on. There. Time to glue them on wherever the flowers are. Then I've started to incorporate some mustard yellow details. I've painted the bows and flowers mustard yellow, and here I will add Goldie. That will be Dottie and Goldie. But before I can finish them, they have to dry. But this is how the tent is looking like so far. I also added more dots and glitter to the tent. Now it's time to let it dry. everything dried, but the feather, I need to make the feather have more sense and reason. Why is it in there? Because I like to add a lot of details and also really think them out. So we're just going to glue this bead here. It looks like a butterfly, but I'm making cherry balloon birds, so they better be included in this design. So let's also, besides adding that bead, actually turn it into a cherry balloon bird. Like actually. So I need some purple beads for the beak and eyes. So now, while I'm in the decorating stage, I better enjoy it all. So let's now get some glue and glue on the beads to get the eyes onto it and the beak. I think this bird needs some feet, so let's use more of those beads for its feet. So just like that, and apply it. To under the bird and add the little feet to finish it. And it looks like this. The details have been added to this area. So that's how it's looking like, and this feather is its tail, so, or her tail, because she has that really long tail. What should I name her? Dotty? Use that. Spotty? Yes, that one wins because she's got a giant spotty tail. That one wins for her name. Spotty. Everything dried, and that's the new Lalaloopsy tent for Amy Mellow. So I did a complete makeover with the pet entrance, the sides, the birds, and the back is wow. A total complete makeover from whatever it used to be. I know it was the Lalaloopsy used toys from someone's childhood, now getting a second life on Maja Chef's YouTube channel by being repainted into her own artwork. Wow. So please tell me what you think of the Lalaloopsy tent, that I've gave it a complete makeover, a 360 makeover to all the little corners in it. It was a huge project, but I think it was worth it. And bye, Chef Tex. See you in another video. Bye. And subscribe for Idea Sundays, Translucent Mondays, and other videos including the Lalaloopsy repaints. Okay, bye.